I'm a Doomsday prepper now. I've just bought a can of peaches. Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to the Alpha Sparrow channel. Hope you're all well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, I've just come back from the supermarket, and guess what? I bought a couple of extra tins of peaches, a couple of extra tins of beans. Hey, I am prepping for Doomsday. It's all going to happen. The end of the world is going to happen, and don't worry, I'm going to survive an extra couple of seconds whilst I eat my beans and my peaches. What am I going on about? This is what some of the military people, the commentators out there have been saying this last week. Hey, you know what? You need to start preparing for the worst. You need to see what's going on in the world, what's going on in other countries. You need to start preparing and think about surviving what could happen, you know, whether this country is invaded, if they drop the bomb and all that kind of stuff. Let's face it, if they drop the bomb in this country, we're all gone anyway. So I don't think an extra can of peaches or some beans is going to do any good. Now, do I think that you should stock up on items, you know, not panic buy, because this is what happens, isn't it? People start going panic buying, but gradually over time, build up a stock of spare food. Yeah, well, that's good. That's just good practice. That's just running a good household. Have some food in reserve. So even if you're running low one day, you could easily knock up a quick meal, or you can have food that is fuel at least to feed yourself and the family, right? So having the cupboards bare is not a good idea. Having a little bit in reserve is always a good idea. But the notion of all becoming doomsday preppers now, just in case the world ends. Let's face it, if the world ends, just living in your house as per normal is going to be the least of your worries. I think whatever's left in society breaking down, that's going to be more of an issue as well. But let's face it, if we get another country invading us as well, which is highly unlikely, and then it's all going to be fun and games for a citizen army to try and repel these unruly invaders, isn't it? And also we can do that with full bellies of peaches and beans. I've always been quite interested with these doomsday preppers, certainly the ones in the United States. They see, you know, they live in the middle of nowhere and they've got a basement full of food and everything like that. Well, that kind of might work, or might seem logical in that kind of environment, a big country and also lots of open spaces where you can kind of disappear and hide in many ways. But in a densely populated country like the United Kingdom, no, I don't think that's going to happen. If you ever watch the kind of post-apocalyptic zombie films, that kind of thing, then what happens afterwards is it's always about humanity, the way society breaks down. It's never about the zombies. It's never about the invaders, let's say. It's never about the aliens. It's always about how people either come together or they start fighting each other and trying to survive. And it's that survival that is the key thing here is. But if you take just a snippet, just a small element of that survival practice, let's say, and just bring that into your general household in terms of your household planning, and just having a little bit in reserve, or having something in the garage, or, you know, under the stairs, just tucked away, just as a little bit of reserve food, whether it's dried food, you know, extra packs of rice, extra packs of pasta, you know, at least you've got something there, haven't you? A little bit of water. This is, you know, I always kind of shy away from saying, you know, we should go get loads of food and, you know, and just put it on the shelves, because that just means that people panic buy. I've always had a little bit of extra food at home, or, you know, packs of dry stuff as well. So whenever there has been the time to panic buy, let's say, well, there's never been an issue. I just sort of stay at home and everything's fine. It always makes me laugh when you see all these reports on the TV news where people have gone into supermarkets and they're just, you know, filling up their shopping trolleys with water and toilet roll. We had this in COVID time, right? And people just going absolutely crazy. But if they planned ahead and just had a bit of stockpiling in their home already, and when I say stockpiling, you don't have to have mounds and mounds of it, but just enough just to see you for another week or couple of weeks or something like that, then it just makes life a lot easier as well. And you don't have to panic buy now. You just build it up gradually over time. Then you just go through your food and consume the oldest that you have first. And that's essentially what you're going to do. And when I heard this report last week that, you know, commentators out there, strategists, tacticians, are saying, well, look, you've got to prepare for the future, and, you know, better start putting food in the shelves, and, you know, get those extra cans of beans and extra cans of peaches. So I was like, really? Honestly? Is this the best that you can give us? Is this the best advice. You know, this kind of reminds me of the 1960s, 70s, the nuclear weapon, the nuclear bomb kind of public information programs, which they'd have here in the UK, where they'd say, right, okay, just put a door, you know, take the door off its hinges and just lie it on a diagonal against the wall, and everybody go and huddle under that, or a bit of corrugated sheeting, just go and huddle under that, as if that's going to make any difference whatsoever. But it's about public perception, isn't it? It's about giving people hope. You know, it's false hope. We all know it is. But people think, yes, okay, we do this and we're going to be safe. And nobody's ever going to be safe. And it's exactly the same here. If you buy extra cans of food, you know, it's not really going to last much longer anyway in a survival situation. But I tell you what, it gives you a little bit of a chance, I suppose. But, you know, it's just a good practice in general terms. Just have a little bit extra just to tide you over. Even, let's say, if you haven't gone to do the weekly shop or something, at least you've got something just to tide you over for an extra couple of days. Anyway, let us know your thoughts here in the comments below. Should you start prepping for Doomsday? Be a Doomsday prepper. Be a survival expert, a survival prepper. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. And I will catch you again on another video coming very soon. Probably next time I'll have a can of pineapples. Ta-da!